computer. Okay, it is recording. So welcome everyone. This is our weekly training. And today I just want to go over a few things. The Rising Rubies Group. There are a lot of ladies that joined us months ago that I don't think have ever even come in this group to see what it's all about. So if you are not a member, please request to join. If you are a team member, you will be approved here, because as you bring new members on, you need to familiarize yourself with what is in this group, because if you don't know what's in here, when one of your new ladies comes to you and asks you a question, you aren't going to know whether or not the answer is actually in this group or not. So while we want training your new team members to be as easy as possible, and new team members are still happening every single day. I think Sheila just added one right now. And in the coming months, people are going to be looking for ways to make money without leaving their homes. In this time of uncertainty, we can be a light for people. We can be a joy in their day. You need to remember that. I think it's really important. After I show you what's in this group, I'm going to quickly go over how important it is to connect with your audience and followers outside of rings. Meaning turning on that camera if you're cooking a meal in the kitchen, or if you are doing a craft with your kids. I don't really care what it is. It's showing them that you value them and you just want to get to know them. And when you establish that like, know, and trust factor, they are going to establish, in turn, it's going to establish customer loyalty. And those people really get a sense of who you are and who your family is. And, you welcome them into your home by turning on that camera, and it's a very powerful thing. So just be that bright light right now. A lot of people are very stressed. A lot of mothers are worried. A lot of anxiety is high. And if we can step out of our own fear for a little bit and our own anxieties and turn on some music and put a bright, happy face on, our energy is contagious, and we can be that light and that positive escape for people. I can't predict, may it take twice as long to sell your bombs out in the next few weeks? Yes, it may. So you may have to turn your camera on more than you did before. But I can tell you that there are still people out there with money to buy your bombs. There are lots of people that are able to make money from home. IT is a massive industry. My husband's in IT, working from home. Money's still coming in. It's just he doesn't have to leave the house to make it. There are a lot of jobs like that. I know that there are a lot of jobs that aren't like that, and I get that, but with them instituting paid sick leave and things like that, this might just be a road bump, just a bump in the road that we have to go over. Remember that as long as mail is still running, you are able to get your orders picked up on your front porch. You do not have to leave your house and go to the post office to get your orders out. So that should be a comfort to the people. You can tell them, hey, I'm not even leaving my house. We are in the house. Your orders will be shipped on time. I'm putting them outside. What we're doing is anything that gets shipped to us, I'm spraying off on the back porch and leaving it there for a while and then bringing it into the house. There really isn't too much that you can't get shipped to you nowadays, truly. Even groceries. So pharmacy delivery, whatever. Granted, it's an unprecedented time and it's a scary time, but our energy is going to feed off of those people. Those people are going to feed off of our energy. So if we turn that camera on and we're like, oh my gosh, can you look at everything that's happening? Do you think you're going to sell bombs? No, you're not. But if you can turn that camera on and you can be upbeat, happy, positive, using that terminology that puts them in the frame of mind to make them want to buy, experience the dopamine release of anticipating a reveal. There truly is a chemical in our brain that gets released when you are anticipating a surprise like ring bum, and they're taking a chance at that $1,000 ring, we need to keep, keep emphasizing that they have a chance at $1,000 ring. The people that buy off of us, the ones that have those addictive personalities, the addictive nature, they're the ones that they can't stop at just one. So if you can convince them to make that first purchase, and a lot of times that first purchase is a like, know, or trust thing. That's where I want you to try to step out of your comfort zone and start connecting with people outside of rings. You will then in turn see a huge difference on the sales side if you take that time to develop that relationship. So, and the very first thing you can start is talking about the training that we have available to help people succeed and make money from their homes, because that's what's possible with Ring Bomb. As long as our corporate office stays in production, and as long as they can get bombs to us, and as long as the mail is running, we have no worries here with Ring Bomb. So until something else happens, we need to stay focused and, stay working on our businesses, because the more you work on this business, the more it's going to pay you without leaving your home. So that's, unfortunately, it takes a few months to see a little bit of profit, but if you put that work in, you put that time in, you're going to start to see that return really, really quickly. And over the next few weeks, we are going to have nothing but time. So do more lives, go live more, explain to the people that, just explain, say, I know if you're in a position where you can't buy off me right now, sharing means just as much. So if you could please go out of your way to spread the sparkle, that's what I call it, whatever you call it, holding up that sign and saying, could you please do this, because it's going to help me find the ladies that are still able to buy. We might have to get a little creative. We might have to up our share giveaways. We might have to do some things to entice people to help us out. But in the end, they usually will if they know you. So that's where we'll get into that in just a minute. So right now, I just want to go over the group right now, and we're going to, for anybody that's new, you're very familiar with this group typically. If you're not new, and I think I'm screen sharing, yeah, good, okay. So where it is you have units in this group. Every single post should be filtered under a unit. If it's not, you may just want to go and scroll through the whole feed and just familiarize yourself with all the extra comments that are added in there. But typically you'll start at unit 1. We'll click on there and it brings you to, this is choosing your name and you're branding your business. You want people to sign up under you with just their own name. We will brand them after they join you. They don't get access to this training until they sign up, they get their kit, and then we work with them to get their name. So then they watch this, they scroll down, and here's the link to the training. They take this, they go over, they answer these questions, and then between you, their sponsor, and if you need outside help like me, if you've watched this branding training, you should be able to help your own people name their businesses falling under the categories that, the guidelines that I kind of lay out. So if you've watched it, then you know how to help. But if you need extra help, or you want access to some of the already done ideas that we have already, we have a list kind of that we go off of just some names that Ashley and Myrna and I have created. So if you want access to that, just message us and we'll give it to you. So that's unit 1. So it's the very first thing they get exposed to. Then they go down to unit 2, and it covers their first 2 weeks in business. It goes over your launch party checklist, and there's a video there. It goes over printing shipping labels at home is the best, most, and all of that. Investing in your inventory, learning how to use your ring vision. If you guys watch the units, no one should be on their preview show not knowing how it works. So please tell your team members before they preview, before they launch, before they do an unboxing, whatever, make sure they're watching how to learn their ring vision, because Ashley explains right here how to use it from the very first start. earning your fast start bonuses, what things you might need, where to find them, what's in your kit, explaining about a preview show. You can do a preview show and an unboxing. I actually suggest doing both. I think it can give you just the added exposure to increase the likes on your page. Let's go to the number 3, creating your business page. So at this point, the person is setting up their page. It takes them through naming and creating. I want to make sure in this thing, if you guys don't already know, I want to make sure that Ashley does not say this video might be older. I'm not sure, but I want to make sure she does not tell people in here to add ringbombparty.com to add Ring Bomb Party Hostess or Ring Bomb Party to your business page name, because we do not want that on there. I'll go over why in another training, but you just don't want that on there. And that was from corporate suggesting we take that off. They, for some reason, pages were ending up, the short version is pages were ending up in restriction, and we think the words Ring Bomb Party were flagged. And so flagged for spam, because you can imagine a lot of people share our videos to places they aren't allowed, and our videos get marked as spam a lot. So unfortunately, there were a couple ladies that had their pages put in Facebook jail, and it's restriction for your page, like Facebook jail for your page, which is kind of crazy and scary. So don't put Ring Bomb Party Hostess or Ring Bomb Party in your name. If you already have, it's okay. You can request to change your name every 30 days. So if you just joined, figure out the date you created your page and wait 30 days and then request to drop it. They should not give you any issue whatsoever, because you aren't changing your name drastically. So there is, that are these, lots of great information in these units. So we're going to go back over to here. We're going to go down and number unit 4, learning your back office. And every one of these units is broken down into modules. So you have right here, module 1, learning your back office. Module 2, adjusting your shipping settings. Module 3, receiving your inventory, creating a party. Module 4, creating coupon codes. Module then learning the commission engine. The comp plan link is here. The support, if you need to create, if you need to submit a support ticket, the directions for how to do that are right here. Now, if you are trying to find a specific training and you want to just search, say you want to come into this group and you want to search how to submit the support ticket, you use this little thing right here, search this group. And then all I would do is type support ticket. And there you go. For customer service, please submit a support ticket. So you scroll down and there you go. That the links are right there. So that you want to search in the group for anything you're looking for. It'll just be a time saver for you. Going back to units, we will scroll down, and first 2 weeks, you have corporate training, shipping packages, investing inventory. We were on there. Hold on. We were on number 4, learning your back office. And there's 4 more posts to that. So we're on unit 5 now. Prepping for your launch. Camera charisma. This is a massive one. Launch party checklist. Setting up your live area. Quick setup tips. Tips and tricks for a successful show, video descriptions, up those viewers, tips and tricks on how to raise that viewer count, business mindset. Are you ready to put in the work? Business Mindset Academy, creating success within your business, connecting with your purpose training. Myrna goes over a great connecting with your purpose training there. So this group is not just for new team members. It's if you are not at Ruby yet, you will find value in this group. That's why it's called Rising Rubies. Eventually, we want this training to be off of Facebook, and Ashley and I are working to get that done and created for you. We're going to invest in the platform on Monday, actually, and we're going to start doing almost like a course. It'll be like you'll go through. But until then, and until we get that finished, this is your place for information. If you're having any, how to share your own live, creating graphics, how to find quality Facebook groups, important groups to join, email, banking, Important corporate announcements in Unit 11, the giveaway policy, the Ring Bomb Party Shop, policies and procedures team roll-ups. There is so much information in this group that I don't think people have any clue how much is at their fingertips that we've put in here for you guys. Let me go all the way down here. You have Unit 13, comp plan video trainings, and the Rising Rubies workshop. Episode 1, post that pop. There's just so much information. Please, please, please take the time to really go through here and see what is in there. Take the time so that you know that your new team members are going to have access to this training. And what's in there, so that you know confidently that you don't have to answer the same questions over and over because the information is in this group. So I'm going to stop share right now. All right, let me see. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to stop share right now and just talk a few minutes on how important it is to connect with your audience outside of rings. I've done royal recipes. I've done midday mom chats. Now is our time to turn that camera on and give people an outlet and a distraction to their boredom, to their stir craziness. They're in their homes, they're locked in there with their kids. They're, at this point, moms need us. If you are a fellow mom, I don't care what age your kids are, you have fellow mom wisdom and knowledge just to relate to someone and let them know that they're not alone. They're feeling the same things that you are. And just to open up discussion and be an outlet for people or a distraction is so important. It's so much more than rings. Ring Bomb is just our vehicle. It's just our vehicle. And if we take the time over the next few weeks to get creative and reach out, people will be there. They will be there. And this is not going to last forever. The government does not want this to last forever. Are we in crisis right now? Yes, but it is temporary crisis. This is not end of days. This death rate is not 50% and higher. Relatively, the death rate is very low. There's panic right now. There's mass hysteria, but this is a temporary thing. And if we feed into that and we give those customers that feeling of that anxiety, if we fuel that, your sales are going to be affected. And you're going to think all doom and gloom, and you're going to think, oh, woe is me. Nobody's buying anything right now. I can tell you that there are people that still have money to spend and are making money out of their homes, because my husband and I are one of them. I bought 5 rings this weekend off of launch parties. I don't plan on stopping buying rings from any of you guys launching anytime soon. Okay, because I got money in my bank and we're all right. And you need to find the people that are in the same position as my husband and I. Are we few and far between? Maybe, I don't know, but there are a lot of other people that are in the position to purchase off of you. That's where mindset and the law of attraction, that if you don't know anything about it, I just sat and listened to a recording in my bathtub. I have anxiety. I've suffered with it for years. I was on medication for a huge portion of my life. And right now is the time where I am feeling that, like, oh, I could really use that medication right now. Like, I'm telling you right now, there are times I would just love to pop an Ativan and take a nap and just let all my cares go away. I'm not on those anymore. I have to get creative, and I have to find ways to help my mental state. And that's going to be more important over these next few weeks. If you need any support or help from me, reach out to me. I laid in my bathtub in a hot bath and I listened to guided meditation that's on YouTube for anti-anxiety, or there's things that look up raising your vibrational state. Unfortunately, with the way law of attraction works is we're like magnets. And I've gone over this in trainings before, and I feel so strongly about it because I've experienced it. And I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't learn about how this works. And some people can chalk it up to crazy talk. They won't believe in it, and that's fine. But I know one thing is that like begets like. And that is just is always has been, always will be, and always was. So if you're negative and you are outpouring negative feelings, you are going to attract negative things. You're going to be going down the rabbit hole for conspiracy theory posts. You're going to be reading all the stuff, and you are just going to trickle down. And I mean, it brings your entire body. You can feel it when you are in that anxiety state and that worry state. And when you're in that state and when your body's in that state, it's like more of those things come to us. So we have to work even harder right now to try to be positive and try to be less worried. I know it's extra hard right now, but there are ways and there are things out there that will help you. Just try them. Just look on YouTube for guided meditations. They're powerful. They are so powerful. I plan on listening to another one before I turn on my camera. It was a 5-minute one, but I am telling you what, I was almost thinking of canceling this training because I was just kind of overly stressed today. And I'm thinking, I'm running late. I'm always running late. I got my live at 8:30. Should I even go live? I'm going back and forth. Last night I had a really off live because I couldn't find my Ring Vision here. I accidentally threw it away. I had to get it out of the garbage today. I went on the back porch, looked through a bag of garbage, and found my Ring Vision. So I didn't know if it was Ring Vision. I didn't know if people are just not going to be buying as much. I have no idea. But I only sold 10 bombs last night, and I've been doing this for a year, almost a year. So what I'm telling you is you're going to have lives like that, and that's okay. But if you can try to put your own anxieties and your own fears aside and view this as a place of service and a place of being a light in other people's day, making shining a light on their day. I'm also, when I go live tonight, like I plan on maybe doing things to distract people, working a little bit harder to get the conversation off of the negative stuff. So you have to be in control of your lives, and you have to, sometimes you are going to have to lay down the law. If there is someone in your live and their comments are bringing down the energy of everyone else, you may have to threaten to block and ban people, and that's okay, because you are protecting the space of your party. You are protecting the space of that conversation and that chat. Now is a really good time to pull out trivia, Family Feud, Blingo, games. Even if that maybe wasn't part of your normal repertoire of, like, maybe you're just a bomb dropping fool and you just go live and you drop bombs and that's all you do. Now's the time to pull these extra things in to get conversations off of the negative topics. If you want to go live and chat about it, do that separately. Make that a connection that is, let's just talk about life, and turn on your camera. And I call them midday mom chats. You can just call them, whatever you want. Call them anything. They're just chats. You're just connecting with someone, and you have zero agenda to make money off of them. And that is massive. When they see that you're willing to take time out of your day to get to know them, so that and have zero monetary gain, they realize that you are in this for more than money. That like, know, and trust factor is established, and then loyalty is established then, and they want to shop with you because they know you. They like, know, and trust you. So I mean, things will be rapidly changing in the next few weeks, and we're just going to have to take everything day by day. But if I could just have one piece of advice that I know I'm going to have to work on too, it's going to be just staying as positive as we can and getting through it day by day. I mean, that is all we can do. It's a learning experience. My doctor, I had already asked, I said, do you have a plan in place? Like, I am on a medicine that I have to get filled every month, and it's for my lupus. It keeps me in remission. And if I was worried about going in. I have a compromised immune system. My son has asthma. I mean, we all have people. I have my mother-in-law living in the basement that we were contemplating stopping nurses coming in. Now we're not. We're actually just secluding her off and letting nurses still come in at this point until they decide not to. I mean, we are all in our own worlds of insecurity and we all have all kinds of things, but they're trying to establish alternatives for things and new ideas will come out. My doctor's doing Zoom calls, calling medicine into pharmacies, and pharmacies will have delivery. Pharmacies and grocery stores, even if they shut down restaurants, pharmacies and grocery stores are not going to close. They've already said that. That's what they're talking. It's the problem is people aren't listening. I didn't really want to get into this, but if it helps anybody, the reason why things are being as taken to such a drastic level is because you have so many people that don't care and they just go out to the store. I looked at my feed yesterday and probably saw 5 of my own friends that were at local bars partying it up for St. Patrick's Day yesterday. I mean, that's the kind of people that are going to make this a bigger issue because they're not staying in, they're not limiting, they're not, they're ignoring it and they're thinking it's not a big deal. So the government then has to step in and say, hey, we need to do this because people aren't listening. So I know it's scary, but just know that, we're going to take this day by day. And for each day that it's an opportunity, grasp it because every day is another opportunity to make a few dollars. And even if you have to go live extra to make that same amount of money, I'm going to kind of test it tonight and see. Maybe I won't drop as many bombs as I have been. And if that's the case, then I'm going to go live more. That's all there is to it. As long as the bombs are being delivered, that's what I plan on doing. So, we can meet more if we want to set up a Zoom multiple times a week. I can do that if it's easier, if you guys just want to chat or anything. I'm going to stop now and I'm going to unmute and open it up for questions. If you need to mute yourself, mute yourself. If you don't have a question, and then we'll stop recording, and then because I got to finish my makeup and I got to go live. So, all right, let me, all right, I think it's just Annette and Davina. That's it. So I'm going to unmute you guys. All right. Hi, Annette. Hi, Davina. It's just us here. Not a big turnout tonight. That's okay. How are you guys doing?
I'm good.
I'm good. I went live 3 times this week. I feel really good.
Oh,
my first
good.
time.
Oh, great. See, oh, good, good, good. That's what I said. It's this is going to be what we make it. And we just got to get creative and we might have to go live a little bit more. Annette, you're just starting out. I would say just don't get discouraged if it's a little harder in the next couple weeks. Don't think that that's how it will always be. I want you to just be prepared. Don't be afraid to go live and just connect with people. Don't be afraid to go live outside of Ring Bombs. Do you do any crafting? Do you do any hobbies?
I don't.
I bet you cook though. You're feeding people. I've been in your house yourself, I bet, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just give you a challenge. You don't even have to show your face. Go look at some of my videos, my cooking ones. All I do is take the stand that I have, that I use the stand that I have for my rings that I do. Okay. I put my camera up there. I make sure that it's angled, like kind of looking at my stove or wherever. I do a little prep work so that I don't make my videos overly long. I cut my stuff up. Kind of like think like you're doing a little cooking show in a way. You have stuff prepped so that it doesn't take as long. And then you just turn your camera on and show them what you're doing. I don't care if it's nothing fancy. It doesn't matter what you're making. It's just an opportunity to chat and get to know people. And, it's just an opportunity. So I challenge you that even if you don't have a crafting thing or a hobby thing, we are all cooking. We are all in our homes. If you're baking and you bake some cookies, I plan on having my daughter makes the best chocolate chip cookies. She is 12 years old. Her chocolate chip cookies are so amazing. And I asked her, like, I can't even make chocolate chip cookies as good as her. And I kept asking her, what are you doing? She says, well, I investigated a little bit and she researched, she puts extra salt in, extra vanilla, and she cuts the baking soda down a little bit. Sure enough, these are the softest, chewiest, brilliant, like combination of salt to sweet. It's just, they're fantastic cookies. They do not last a minute in our house when she makes them. And she is 12 years old. So I'm going to have her go live and I'm going to show you guys how she makes her cookies. I actually want to see because I'm usually not in the kitchen. She does it all by herself. So these are just the opportunities to open up and get to know people, create that connection, and in turn, it will eventually equal sales. It just will. It just will. Does anybody have any questions for me? Because if not, I'm going to stop the recording and then I'm going to quickly get ready for my own live. I got to spray my roots with my purple spray. I got to do my hair, put my lashes. I thought I was going to do my hair today and I was just like, I didn't feel like it. So when I do my hair, it is like a 7-hour job. Sometimes
Oh my goodness.
because I do it myself. So I have to put on the scalp bleach on. That stays on for like 45 minutes. I rinse that. I put my purple color on. That stays on for 3.5 hours. That's the only way I can get it to like grab as dark as I want. Then I rinse that, and then I have to cut my own hair, which my arms get really tired, and cutting your own hair is not easy. So anyway, but yeah, so I just, I did not have the energy to do that today. Plus, when I do my hair, I don't necessarily like to go live right away because I have like a purple scalp stain. So anyway, I'm referring to, I have purple dry shampoo. It's like a spray that has color in it. So it's almost like I'm spray painting my hair. It's weird, but it works. You can't tell on camera that much that my gray is coming in. So you can tell here, but once I spray it on the camera, you won't be able to see it. So anyway, that's what I'm getting ready to do. And I'm going to go live. You guys are, if you're free, you're welcome to pop in and chat. We'll see how it goes. I'm planning on maybe doing some kind of trivia to keep people distracted. Any more questions?
No.
No.
We're good? All right. All right, guys. Well,
Good.
thanks for taking the time out to hang out with me tonight. I hope I was able to help you guys at least a little bit. And as always, I am always here. I'm going to be here even more so. I'm not doing hair anymore. I shut clients down. So, and luckily I'm blessed enough to be able to do that. And so far, Ring Bomb's going to be able to. I wasn't super busy in my salon anyway. I've cut back a lot. So I've had a lot of people move and stuff like that. So, but for now, I'm taking a big long break from doing hair. It's the first time in 22 years that I won't be doing hair. I think the only time I've ever taken off was maternity leave. And so I'm actually kind of looking forward to that a little bit, but I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, I hope all you guys stay safe, stay healthy, and know that maybe I'll do these Zoom calls, every other day for the time being, even if we don't record them or do trainings. If you guys just want to connect and, chat, we have the ability to do that. So why not? So, all right, guys, well, take care. And I'm going to stop recording. And then, as always, if you need me, just message me. If you want to set up a one-on-one, I'm going to be doing those on Tuesdays. But actually, it probably could be any day of the week now. So, so I'm here if you need me. All right, I'm going to stop recording.